All right, so breaking news, the Cleveland Browns have traded Trent Richardson to the Indianapolis Colts for a first-round draft pick. And it looks like the Cleveland Browns are going to try to bring in Willis McGahee to replace him. I'll say this. In Cleveland, I just talked about it. If you go back to the analysis of the Browns game from this week, I was talking about how Trent Richardson, you don't see the Cleveland Browns offensive line getting to the second level, giving him very good cutback lanes and holes to run through and whatnot. But he's a hard runner. I mean, he's a capable receiver out of the backfield. And he's going from a situation where he doesn't have a great run-blocking offensive line to a situation where he doesn't have great run-blocking offensive line. But I guess the difference would be that teams have to respect the passing game of the Colts more than they do the Browns. So he may have more opportunities to, break off some nice runs as an Indianapolis Colt. The question is, how does he fit in? Are they going to automatically just give him the reins? Where does this leave Donald Brown? Where does this leave Vic Ballard? Ahmad Bradshaw's a guy that they brought in hoping he could be that versatile running back that they've been looking for. And I think that Ahmad Bradshaw is a good guy as long as I've seen situations in the past where, for instance, on the Bears, Thomas Jones was not willing to work with Cedric Benson and teach him, and be the good veteran and try to teach the young guy how to improve his football skills as a good teammate. Is it going to be that type of situation where they get too competitive with each other, or will Ahmad Bradshaw pass on some of that veteran knowledge he has to a Trent Richardson? I don't know. In Cleveland, I know a lot of Cleveland Brown fans really like Trent Richardson because he ran hard on every play. I know that Jim Brown had some nice things to say about him, and that is glowing praise coming from Jim Brown. But it kind of came out of nowhere, so I'm wondering if there's going to be more to this story. Did he have a falling out with the coaching staff, the front office? Why all of a sudden are they getting rid of Trent Richardson when he's one of the most talented guys on the offense? And really, I think the problem wasn't Trent Richardson. It was the fact that teams don't have to respect the passing game as much, on top of the offensive line isn't all that great. So, I don't know. This could end up being a big blessing in disguise for the Colts. And I think the Colts play the 49ers on Sunday, right? Did we decipher that?
Yeah.
The Colts could use everything that they can get to help in that game. Yeah, they play Sunday, 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. Colts at 49ers. I don't think Trent Richardson's going to help them out much there. You're going to have a ticked-off 49ers team coming off that loss. But either way, neither here nor there. The Colts picked up a heck of a player. They gave up a first-round draft pick for him, so they must really believe in him. And if they're giving up a first-round draft pick for him, Calvin, I would be inclined to think that they're going to use him an awful lot, despite bringing in Ahmad Bradshaw. What do you think?
Of course, they're definitely gonna use him in definitely third down. I think they're gonna more so just to get him integrated in what they're doing. They're gonna have him split carries with Bradshaw. I could definitely see that happening.
I could see them going with Trent Richardson on first and second down and Ahmad Bradshaw on third down.
I think what you call the better receiver though.
You think so?
I think Trent Richardson's a better receiver. I mean, I think Bradshaw has. I don't know. I think he's just been because he had a full training camp with the team, and he's been there, pretty much the whole off season. He had a pretty good game prior week in the loss to the Dolphins, so I can see them splitting carries until like Trent Richardson, if Trent Richardson ends up passing them up. For now, I just see splitting of carries.
Maybe they keep. I guess my line of thinking is that's kind of the way Ahmad Bradshaw was used in New York during stretches of games, and he's pretty good at picking up the blitz. So Trent Richardson may be a better receiver, but for pass blocking purposes, they might want. Not saying Trent Richardson's a slouch, but they might want Ahmad Bradshaw back there. I personally can understand where you're coming from. I think that's the way they're going to go. I think they're going to use Trent Richardson on first and second down, Ahmad Bradshaw or one of the other backs come in on third downs.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. But I just want to know, what are the Browns thinking? It has to be something internally. Because the article I looked up on NFL.com brings up, his yards per carry. That is not totally his fault. I mean,
No, the offensive line, dude. The offensive
exactly.
line. 8 in the box. They don't respect the pass game. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Now you with the Colts team with a better passing game. You got Reggie Wayne, you got T.Y. Hilton on the outside, and you got a dynamic quarterback in Andrew Luck. This should, if he can play up to his potential, this should definitely take a lot of pressure off Luck with the talent this kid has. It's a steal. I don't care what the Browns get out of the first round next year. More than likely, they're not gonna be better than Trent Richardson.
Well, I mean, he could turn out to be the best running back that they've had since Edgerrin James, Marshall Faulk, those guys,
He definitely has the potential.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I also think that there is some criticism that should go to Trent Richardson because there have been times where he didn't properly follow his blockers. He got ahead of them a little bit because he does run so hard. There are some questions about his field vision at times, but you give this guy a hole, he's going to run through it 110%. I mean, it's just a matter of giving him the running lanes, and he's going to make the most out of every play. Does he have great cutback vision? Not necessarily, but there weren't exactly cutback lanes for him to go to in Cleveland. So let's just relax and, let's see. Clearly the Colts still they've got to improve that offensive line more over time, not just for Trent Richardson. Now, that is crazy. Trent Richardson's on the Colts. Makes him even more compelling. But not just for, the running game, but to protect Andrew Luck because he's back there running for his life. This Colts football team does not have a good offensive line, folks, so don't just expect Trent Richardson to run crazy. But I do think the thing that, like I said earlier in the video, the thing he's going to have going for him is teams have to respect the pass. So it's going to open up some runs for him.
Yeah, I did want to say, if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, I know what this is like when you trade away one of your better players. This guy has to suck. You trade away one of your best players, or you just lose them, period, and you really don't get much in return. You're getting, a pick, which you don't know what you're gonna get in that pick. I mean, and you traded with one of your better players. I don't understand. It had to be something internally with the Browns for them to do this.
Hell, you traded away super highly touted draft pick and Trent Richardson, someone who I still think could develop into becoming a good running back. And you trade him away for what's going to be a draft pick from a team that's probably going to make the playoffs or come close.
Yep.
I mean, even last year, all the holes that the Colts had defensively, the offensive line, they still managed to make the playoffs. And there's a good chance they'll make the playoffs again this year. You're talking bottom half of the first-round draft pick for Trent Richardson, merely because you did not do a good job at building a complete offense. So, brilliant move by the Browns. If I'm a Browns fan, I am effing pissed off over this one, honestly. All right, so final thoughts. Trent Richardson, does he hit 1,000 yards this year as a Colt? Yes or no, Calvin? And to the viewers in the comments, does he hit 1,000 yards? No? I say he hits 900. I think he's going to have. I think he's going to have a big year. He might even hit 1,000. I really do. I mean, I like him in that Colts offense, especially in some of those up-tempo drives that they have. Imagine him in an up-tempo offense where the defense is thinking pass and you get a little draw play to Trent Richardson and he busts off a 30-yard run. I like the move for the Colts. I don't like it for the Browns. It makes no sense. There must be something more to it. He must have had a disagreement with the front office or the coaching staff, and who knows if that'll ever get out because it would look bad on both sides. But I can't believe the Browns traded Trent Richardson. Calvin, when you told me this, what were my exact words? I said, no, come on.
You thought I was playing.
I said, it's not playing, dude. They did not. Yeah, they did. And I looked it up super quick, and I said, "Oh my gosh, are the Browns crazy?" Not that he's had a great stellar career as a Cleveland Brown, but if you build the offense properly up around him, he could become a very good player. I mean, it's like we always say, football's the ultimate team sport. It's hard to succeed without help, unless your name's like Walter Payton. I mean, as a running back, or Adrian Peterson now. Even though he does get some pretty good run blocking out there in Minnesota. Yeah. Early in Walter Payton's career, he didn't get anything. So we're gonna get going, but yeah. So guys, tell us what you think in the comments. Answer the question: do you think Trent Richardson goes over 1,000 yards as a Colt this year? Do you think it was a dumb move by the Browns or a smart move? Let us know what you think. I have a feeling this is going to be lopsided, opinionating by folks, Calvin. But they traded Trent Richardson too.
And then they pick up Willis McGahee. McGahee. This guy couldn't even get on the roster this offseason.
He's going to be hurt in 3 weeks. Oh my gosh! No offense to Willis McGahee, his family, or his fans, but I mean, my gosh, Willis McGahee. All right, well, there you go. Have at it, Browns fans. Good luck. There went your run game. All right, we're out. We thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe. Go over to Carolina Calvin's channel. Hit subscribe to him. Thank you to everyone who's already done that. Hit that like button. We're out.